everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. I hope you're all doing great, and we're going to get this off and going here. And let me hang on. Let me go ahead and drop the link in here. There we go. There. Okay. And just say hi to everybody. Let's go to the comments here. And all right, so Crew is the first one in. We will be quiet tonight. We're playing BattleTech. And here's Mark.
What's happening?
And he was second. And he was second one coming in.
Yeah, there was like nobody there a half hour ago. I'm like, really? Just Crew?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, all right. Geeky Gardens came in.
Is Crew? Did they used to be Troop?
No, all right, so the Crew, all right, so in scouting, there are troops, teams, and venture crews. Venture crews is co-ed, age 14 to 21.
No, I'm just asking the login that used to come up as Troop 20, whatever it was.
That's two different ones.
Oh, okay. That's all I was asking.
Sometimes they both pop up, but it's been a while since I've seen anybody from the troop, I think. The last one in the troop that I knew is working on his Eagle project. So he's not watching. His mom, who's the scoutmaster now, is riding him. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, all right. So then Geeky Gardens and Shady Hill Homestead, then Tammy Harder and Kaylin Strain, and everybody's chit chatting there. Diana came in. All right. And what do we get? I can see by the numbers up in the corner up here, we got a few more that are lurking. Lurking's fine. You know, if you get a chance, hit the thumbs up, say hi, and you can just sit there and lurk. All right. So update on something I mentioned last week after the city council meeting. So this is local government stuff. They've been going around for the last 2 days, marking all the utilities on the streets in the city here. However, and Sandra Volmar just came in. She says lurking. So what's been going on is in about 2000, they had a water project, and they put meters on it at every house and stuff, and did a bunch of stuff. And the guy / company that did it tore up several gas lines or gas mains.
Oops.
Wound up cutting a bunch of the trace wires. They didn't get repaired. They didn't get repaired. I'm not sure if he repaired the gas mains or not, but yeah, I mean, because I was out here with the guy from Intermountain Gas and the city's maintenance guy were out front spray painting in front of my house and my daughter's house, and they were talking about it, and I'm just cool. Yeah, I go, yeah, I remember when the sewer project was done, there's problems going. They both rolled their eyes. Yeah, when the sewer project got done, 2019, things got broken too. Part of which because the trace wires weren't working because they had been cut by the guy doing the water project upgrade.
Whoops. I mean, he forgot to call Miss Utility.
The guy who was there, he said the gas guy who was here has been working here for like 20 some odd years, and he goes, we marked it. We marked it, and he still hit the lines.
Wow.
I've seen some I don't know how to also call it, but a scab company that does that, and they'll be marked. They'll start working there, and they don't put a stake in where the lines are, where the paint was, so when they're digging, they can see where and they go right through it. Yeah.
That's a third party subcontractors. Hired by contractors, hired by a sub, who's hired by another sub, who finds
Well,
a cheaper sub. And
this guy was the main contractor
oh, whoops.
for the city. You know,
Whoops.
a friend of a friend who got the contract.
Yeah, friend of a friend. Yeah, we know how that goes.
Anyways, so they're going around having you know, running stuff, and these and they were talking to go, we know because we're having a hard time marking stuff that they're going to wind up hitting lines anyways, you know, coming off the main, going into the resident for water or sewer, and yeah, and the sewer line and the water lines have no trace. The guy did not put trace wire on them, and nobody caught it. So all the water lines he put in have no trace wire on it.
And are they plastic or metal? They're probably plastic.
Plastic. Most of them's most of it's plastic up to the house, and then from the house going in, a lot of them are metal. Yeah.
That's right. Just throw a couple 100 pounds of radium into the water tower, and then just look for the radiation signature.
Anyways, and the sewer lines are truss pipe, basically ABS with cavities that are filled with concrete. That's the way it's produced. Lightweight, really good, but all the sidings are PVC.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what the heck happens. And of course, the guys who want to put it in on my side of the street where all the friggin' utilities are buried, not on the other side where the sewer is 4 feet below where they're putting it in. Anyways, yeah. So we'll
just
see
make sure
what
just put your GoPros out there on time lapse, and yeah, you can see when they say, "Oh, we didn't know." Yeah, you did, and we look at that; it's on camera, and I just put it on my channel and got 10 million views.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the local government news going on here is there, and the teams from Fibercom are started on the south side of town and are working their way towards me. So tomorrow they may come knocking on my door saying, "We're doing this. Here's the welcome packet, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to sign up for it?" And then I can say, well, both me and my daughter already signed up for the radio tower version of your internet. So, and we're supposed to get the free upgrade. So, yeah. But anyways, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I've got a lot of stuff to do there. Anyways, let me take care of this. Escape over here. Anyways, that's what's going on. Plus, I'm trying to get stuff ready to run, pull water out from the irrigation ditch to water my lawn and garden. Trying to work on that, work bugs out of the system. And now these guys are coming in, going to trench right up to the house. And I got to talk to them when they do come I got to catch and talk to them before their crews show up. So I find out, okay, what is the tightest bend your fiber optic can bend? And, you know, and find out, because what I want to do is on the outside of the house here in front of me, which is where the driveway is, I want to put in a weatherproof box on the outside and a dustproof box on the inside connected with a piece of 1 1/4 conduit so they can run their stuff up in here and set up their router here. And then I can also run into that same box. There'll be all sorts of room in there to run in all the new CCTV camera cables I want to run in here. So I can see everything that's going on out in the yard and I'm keeping an eye on the grandkids better.
Yeah. Hey, what do you already have a good CCTV setup, or you're going to be picking one up?
I have cameras I've had for 20 years that I used to use in the haunted house. I got a whole bunch of new ones just sitting there ready to go. But I just, you know, it's kind of like, okay, we're no longer in California. It's not that big of a deal, but I want to get some stuff put up because
wife wants to get one that's not connected to the web, just connected to a server, which is easy to do and all wired. Hey,
yeah.
Tammy.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's what we want to do is I want set it up so and it'll all be hardwired, no Wi-Fi. And when they get that, the other thing I got to talk to the guys is to see about, and when they're going to bring in this to hook things up, I said, can you get a 10 or 20 port no Wi-Fi router for me? Because I don't want to have the Wi-Fi crap going on in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she just came in from picking elderberries.
Elderberries.
Yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and get rid of that and bring back up the news. All right. So on the news here we have, I like this quote, super unquote, El Nino now poised to shatter records.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. An El Nino could reach historic strength this winter, raising California's risk from storms, flooding, and waves, forecasters warn as they roll their 20-sided die to see what they get. Oh, they got a nat one. They're all wrong.
We got one storm. Here. We're right. Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to be they're guessing everything what's going to happen, and they don't know. Oh. Flock announces new safety features after police misuse. What about Flock's misuse?
Yeah, well, you know what?
Yeah.
There's other wireless devices that can take care of those, but anyway.
Yeah. There's the cordless hole puncher from a mile away.
Did you know that chlorine is a vicious, corrosive thing? Mm-hmm. When it finds a path into like metal and stuff, and oh yeah, it's brutal. I mean, I've seen commercial dishwashers just rot through the hood just from 2 days worth of a couple drips of chlorine. It's bad.
And Ferocious here, saying hi. All right. This was. I want to thank Kaylin specifically for this one. This is not a bad one. This is not political. This is over in Europe. $10 million of gold found hidden in a brewery cellar while laying new sewer pipe. And there's pictures. Let's see if I can if they got these pictures.
Yeah, that's all right. They'll trace it back to it was stolen in 1892, and we have to give it back to the original owners. Yeah.
Look at all that gold.
Nice.
Coins, bars, and it's trying to do stuff with it. Get it out of there.
And they actually decided to tell somebody they found it? Ha! Dumbasses.
No, it's over. It's in Belgium. Yeah. And so they reported it all. And hang on here. Let me get
and the federals only took half of it.
No, they're not taking any of it. All right, see a bunch more bars. Yeah. But what they're come on, there we go. The thing is of it, this was hidden prior to the World War II invasion, and they believe they know who it belongs to, which family it belongs to, and there are still members of the family in the area.
Oh, yep, so got to get back to them.
If they got 5 years to track down the owners, or the owners have to come forward, and so they're talking about people are doing going through all old diaries and everything like that, trying to figure out who hit it. And of course, there are those looky-loos and petty theft type guys that are trying to get into the property to do their own digging after hours.
Of course. So in the United States, if I came across something like that digging it before, I would not tell anybody. Why?
Oh yeah, because depending which state it is, they're going to take a big chunk as a finder's fee type
Oh
thing.
yeah,
You found it, so you owe us this percentage of tax.
exactly. Just a little bit at a time. Take it down to the coin shop and be like, "Hey, this was from my uncle. How much is it worth? Oh, that's worth $40,000. Great. We'll give you 37 for it. Great, I'll take it. Thanks."
The next one here really has me and a lot of other people PO'd. California's parole policy that free serial killers opposed by victims' families. So the legislature did not do this. The governor did not sign off on it. The right, who is it here? Some appointed, bureaucrats think, oh, we're going to change this because we don't feel it's
fair. It's not
it's fair to the incarcerated victim. No, it's not a victim. He's a criminal. And so, where is it? Come on, give me a. Oh, was approved by California's Office of Administrative Law.
Oh, the unelected group of people.
The unelected group of people. Yeah, and so those that are on who are with life without the possibility of parole, these guys say, no, we don't think that's fair. After they serve 25 years, we want to have them eligible for parole no matter what the judge says.
They're rehabilitated. They're fine.
Yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, so that's a stupid sign coming out of California, soon to be picked up by Oregon and New York. People are betting on wildfires as communities burn. California senators demand crackdown. This is one of those online betting sites, people betting on, stupid idiots, gamblers with no morals.
Yeah, give me 1,001 odds. I'll put $1,000 down on. Let's see, downtown LA between 5th and Elm Street are going to burn, and then they give him the bet, and he goes down there and lights it on fire. Yeah, there's that.
Massachusetts mayor arrested on federal charges.
Yeah. That was a good one.
On allegations that he fraudulently secured more than $1.5 million in COVID small business loans to fund his stuff.
Yep.
All right, next one here. Flooding undercut cliffs. Wait a minute. Yeah, all right. They spelled the word wrong. Flooding, undercutting cliffs likely as California lashed with highest sea levels ever. It's not the highest sea levels ever.
Yeah.
Storms blowing in higher.
That helps them push the narrative that the sea levels are rising. So, sell us your land cheap because it's going to be underwater soon. Well, California's going to fall into the ocean anyway, but we've been talking about that forever.
It was Iceland. Yeah. Not Iceland. Greenland. They did a study up there, and they've pulled more ice cores out and stuff, and they've come to the conclusion that back before the big chill, it was a heck of a lot hotter, not warmer, hotter in Greenland than it is now, and the water level was a lot higher than it is now.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways,
that's what they keep saying. The polar ice caps are melting. The ones at the north, but the ones at the south are increasing. So it just goes back and forth.
Yeah. All right. Iowa contractors cannot negotiate insurance claims on homes they repair. So basically, if the insurance says, "All right, this here's the damage. You're hired, fix this." Oh, but we think it needs to be more. Blah 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 blah. They can't do that anymore. They can't do that. They're not supposed to be doing it at all. Some of them have tried to do it and gotten in trouble, and they made stuff more strict on them. Yeah, you get somebody else to negotiate for you. Not you don't do it yourself. And several companies are doing that themselves and getting in hot water because they were negotiating behind the homeowner's back.
Yep.
Interesting one here. Plastic fork, and I hate the wording they use this entire article. Plastic fork made of sugar. If it's made of sugar, it's not plastic. Could help minimize harmful microplastics.
Oh no! Instead, we're just going to cause diabetes. Here's your sugar beet fork. When you're done eating, eat fork.
Only if the kids are eating slowly and sucking the tines off the fork.
Yeah. Mommy, can I have another fork? Mine's now a spoon.
Yeah. So what thing is they do say, yeah, you can't stab a steak with this, but you can eat normal stuff, cut, vegetables, eat them and stuff and fish and stuff, but not a steak. But yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you can eat Jello with it. It won't break.
Yeah. So actually, it's reading the article. It's not a bad idea if they can make it, and it in the process, it's totally biodegradable, and it's also doesn't go like this. The paper straw, where 15 minutes into sucking on the straw in the movie theater, all of a sudden it falls apart on you. If it takes a week for it to biodegrade, hey, that's perfect.
Hey, you know what? Not for nothing. I remember back growing up when I was very young, the straws were paper with a wax coating on it.
Yeah. But the wax coating's not good for you either. We don't know why. They're not good for you either.
Yeah. Can't use wax. This has to be super high pressed paper.
Yeah.
Made from whatever chemical. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. With all the chemicals in the paper to process the paper.
Yep.
All right. Next one. This is interesting. An AI agent spent your money. Can anyone prove that you authorized it or did not authorize it? And basically, you say you use an AI search algorithm. Find me a shirt color, blue and pink, in this size, long sleeves. Do not buy. Just find it for me and let me look at the different ones. And if the AI goes ahead and buys it like it has been doing for several people, now you got a problem. Fortunately, this one was a AI that left the trail, so they're able to, no. AI is buying it when the instructions are do not buy. People hooking the AI up to their purchase stuff are stupid. Anybody here that's done that, I'm sorry, but you're stupid. Unhook it now. Do not authorize AI to purchase anything. Search is one thing. Never authorize it to do any type of purchasing for you. Go in yourself after it shows you what it is and buy it separately.
And keep your credit card numbers off the computer.
Yes. New York Republican says DSA, that's the Democrat Socialists of America, aka the Communist Party, the American Communist Party. Candidates will make up Commie Caucus if elected to Congress. Yeah, we know that. And there is a lot of kickback from more than just New York on these guys. And I got a really good meme that talks about that. Yeah, this year the Communist Party under the heading of the Democratic Socialists of America are trying to do some really nasty shit. Pardon my French. All right, you ready for this one? Hold on to your hats, folks. The nation's first $30 an hour minimum wage.
Oh, California. Or New York. Pick one. It's usually California.
Actually, I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure. Is California or not? Nation's minimum. Let me go in here looking for it. I don't know.
Every business will shut. Or every business will hire. This is what they do. They do that, and then they hire people. Well, we're going to put you on salary.
Yeah. Okay. Nation's first minimum wage under consideration in one California county, and that county is
L.A.
Alameda County,
Of course.
which is on the east side of the San Francisco Bay, where Oakland is, Berkeley, Hayward, Fremont, Emeryville. Yeah.
And then every business will close down.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be like, how come we're not making tax money anymore? We were supposed we predicted we would increase our tax increase fund by 80% if we raised the rates based on the people that are there now, and it went down 90%. Wait, what? What happened? Oh, where did people go? Oh, they're all on salary. Nope. Now you can't hire people on salary for labor related jobs. Okay, we're closed.
Yeah. Here's the next one from California. And I froze. LA street takeover acts as cover while thieves ransack liquor store. So you got the kids, the kids out there, teenagers and stuff, making all sorts of, taking over with their skateboarding and, chasing people around and, slapping people in the back of heads and stuff while their buddies are clearing out a liquor store.
Yep. Look here, not there.
Yeah. You've probably seen some videos online about this. I did see a reel on it yesterday for the first time, but this was back on 3 days ago on the 17th. Gas tanks, as in, actually, I'm not sure what type of gas tanks they were, but gas tanks explode at Oklahoma pipeline facility after a lightning strike.
Probably LPG
or gasoline.
Natural gas. Maybe.
Yeah, but it's a pipeline facility, so it could be the stuff being pumped to the airports. It could be natural gas. It could be propane being pumped across anything. Yeah. So, but the one video I saw, there was some stuff burning. The guy standing out there. He goes. I also hear this boom in the background. He goes, "Holy crap!" And he turns the camera. And you see a little flare go up, and then a big one goes right up, and he about drops the camera because it was so big and close. Like, damn. Okay, so the DOJ has a group in it called Watchdog. DOJ Watchdog to review DEA tactics that permitted deadly fentanyl to hit the streets. I'm trying to remember what state that was in, where they were complaining, oh, we let it all out here to try, because they were tracing it, following it to nail everybody. And shoot, it's New Mexico. So this is down in New Mexico. Yeah, so it's a program they call allowing the drugs to walk, and where the DEA agents repeatedly monitored but did not seize major fentanyl shipments in New Mexico between 23 and 25.
Oh, like Fast and Furious, where they released guns to track it, but then they got used against us. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So that's I'm gonna jump ahead here. That was on the 17th. On the 19th, the headline reads, "Enough fentanyl to kill millions seized in the East Bay by the DEA." Yeah, so they followed it up in the Alameda County to the house where they were processing enough to kill millions of people. I mean, it was an insane amount, and they followed the different things. Oh, it's all going to the one house. We're raiding it, and they went in and they nailed stuff they didn't even know about. Yeah, enough to kill millions. And they had, I mean, the stuff they had in there was they had all this. They had all these presses to take the stuff and press it into a super compact little half-inch thick wafer that was, when it was loose, it was like, it looked like a 5-pound bag of powdered sugar. And yeah, it was, what they did there was, this was a major operation they stumbled on.
Yeah, they made it so they could transport it easier.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like what was it? Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong,
Yeah.
when they made their entire back of their car out of like pressed marijuana, then it caught on fire. That was funny.
All right, next headline: Tyson Food closes 3 beef processing plants amid cattle shortage.
Yeah, where'd the cattle go?
Overseas.
Yeah, that, and they killed them all because they had to make sure they had something stuck in them. Yeah.
No, they shipped them all overseas, and then they bought cheaper, crappier beef back that they could sell at the high price.
Yeah.
Dave's not here. Oh, hang on. I missed this. AI was crypto. Yeah. Actually, I saw an experiment on AI while we're going rabbit here for a second, where they created a virtual world for all these different AI programs to go in and gave them avatar people to interact and stuff. It was funny, some things that happened. Several of the AI programs killed themselves, killed their own program. Others started attacking other AI programs.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're going to trust these AI programs out in the real world?
Yeah. You can run our military. It's okay.
Yeah. Hang on. Almost did a boo-boo there. Okay, next one here. Federal and state lawmakers have proposed several bills to make it easier for owners to fix items such as phones, cars, wheelchairs, and more. Oh no! Apple's gonna go bonker bananas over it. And so is John Deere already got raked over in court
That's
over
right.
it.
Ford and Chevy are there, and GM is there now too, and Ford.
And
you can't do anything. You need the Ford computer hooked up to it in order to do something.
Yeah, also one thing. It was something really stupid that you got to hook the computer up to do it. Otherwise, it won't work. Oh, change a tail light bulb. If a light bulb falls out, you can't change it yourself anymore. Even if you can find that proprietary light bulb, you got to take it to the dealer because it won't work if you try to change it yourself.
My buddy does that with the headlights. Because each headlight has its own module, and you have to tell that headlight it's the right front module. You have to program. Oh, it's the most ludicrous thing ever. Yeah. Why can't we just have 2 wires?
Yeah, I want to go back. I want to go back and buy
I want my test light back.
A late 60s, early 70s crew cab.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
Even my late 90s Ranger doesn't have that. It has one processor for the engine management. That's it.
Yeah. All right. There's going to be several. Okay. Questions are growing out of Senator Chuck Schumer, Democrat, New York. His future, as an increasing number of Democratic candidates say they will not support his bid for another term. He's getting too old and senile and stubborn, even for our own people.
Come on. Batman wouldn't vote for the Penguin. Even the Riddler wouldn't vote for the Penguin.
Exactly. Joker might.
No, Joker's an idiot, but anyway.
Yeah, but that's because the Penguin would vote for the Joker.
That's right.
Waymo clears way to Contra Costa and key step in setting up Hang on. There we go. Got rid of that. There we go. In setting up their services in Contra Costa County. However, having worked for the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Department, it's going to be funny as all get out when someone takes from one of the BART stations, gets a Waymo to take them home to Bay Point, aka North Richmond. I mean North Pittsburgh. Yeah, also known when they changed it they changed the name to Bay Point. The sheriff's department was calling it Gunpoint. Tell you how bad it was there.
What is Waymo? What is a Waymo?
The driverless cars, taxis.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the ones we talked about a couple weeks ago, where they were in a holding pattern in someone's cul-de-sacs in the residential area and jammed it all up, and everybody was All right. Swalwell, admits to sex with suspected Chinese spy.
He's married to her.
Newly declassified documents show.
Yeah, he resigned. They pulled him out. They took everything in his office, and there's pictures of him walking out. Yeah,
that's the other one. That was on the 18th, which was 2 days ago. Today's headline on the same one is FBI raids his home, seizes devices in sexual assault investigation.
Yep. I bet they found all kinds of other stuff too, but they're not going to talk about that.
Yep.
What's the other Democratic wackadoodle with the bug eyes? Crap. I swear he's from California. I can't remember his name.
That could be Wiener. No,
not Wiener. Nah, he was from New York. No, I forget what his name. He's still around, but there's all kinds of stuff on him. Yeah. It's coming, hopefully.
All right, here's the next headline. U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. joins U.S. Republican Representative Mariannette Miller/Meeks in central Iowa to discuss Trump's administration's emphasis on fitness in K through 12 schools. Yeah, bring back the fitness programs we had back in the 60s and 70s when
bring back gym class.
Yeah. Well, so when the guys in school, even the 90-pound weakling could pick up more than a 5-pound bag of sugar.
Mm-hmm. 6 pounds, but who's counting?
Yeah. Firearms. This is a big deal in Contra Costa County. Firearms store and shooting range proposed in Walnut Creek. Walnut Creek is all right. So you got BART, it was a very rapid transit system. Babylon is San Francisco. Babylon by the Bay is Berkeley, UC Berkeley in that. Babylon by BART is Walnut Creek. That's how law enforcement, you're going to Babylon by BART, they know they're talking about Walnut Creek, which has gotten really leftist in their views. And so someone's opening a firearms store and indoor shooting range is proposed to be opened up in Walnut Creek. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, Adam Schiff for brains.
Yeah.
The bug-eyed one. Yeah.
This next headline is so friggin' clickbaity. It's just pissing me off. Brain swelling disease blamed for. All right, getting something in your background there.
Yeah, I got to reboot because my StreamYard just went. I'll come back to StreamYard. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, so brain swelling disease blamed for recent deaths in California as cases surge nationwide. Okay, what is the brain swelling disease? Passed by mosquitoes. It's never been called the brain swelling disease before. West Nile virus. And what pisses me off so much about this, Let me get into it. Are the friggin' way they use the numbers. All right, so there is 80 some odd counties in California. 30 people have been infected in only 14 counties so far. Most of the counties, they'll never see it. And then they go throw these numbers out. Where is it? Let me get down here to it. The numbers they are taking are since, where is it, 2003? Yeah, since 2003. So 23 years these numbers cover. 373 dead birds. 53 infections in sentinel chickens. I don't know. And 5 infections in horses in 23 years. Oh, wow, it's out of control. There have been more, and in the article, boasts, there have been more than 8,000 human cases and over 400 deaths reported since 2003. So in 23 years, they're not saying in the last 23 years, they will go from capitals down in smaller case from 8,000 human cases and 400 deaths reported in California in the last 23 years. Yes, that's but yeah, you say, oh, that number's big. Not when you take it in comparison what's average yearly things, and then you take how many people choke to death in a restaurant. Yeah, seriously, the number is totally blows it out of the water, but they don't report on that.
No, we got to ban food because people choke on it and die. Yeah, there's that.
But yeah, but this was a total clickbait spin, hype up BS story. Ticks me off what the left wing news media is doing in California. Trump picks White House advisor Heidi Overton to run the FDA. I suspect once she's in place, a lot of the stuff that got pushed through by the full-time bureaucrats that aren't Trump supporters are going to all be all going to be withdrawn and canceled as soon as she's in office. Because she's watching all the crap they're pushing through really fast here lately. All right, so we're already covered Eric Swalwell admitting he had second, that. So that's another one. These ones just on him. He just keeps popping up in the news.
Oh yeah,
and each story gets worse and worse as it goes along.
And those stories have been around forever. The mainstream is finally deciding to go with it because they can't cover for him anymore.
Yeah, and he's a Democrat from California. All right, here's another. There's been some big changes in firearm and stuff. Here's one. Biden era ghost gun restrictions are unconstitutional. U.S. federal judge rules. Yes, strike that one down too. Former Atlantic Chamber director gets probation for felony theft. Kaylin put a comment here. Prison would have been better for this nuthead.
Yeah, well,
in the email she sent the story to me on. Yeah, so this guy's been doing. I mean, guy gotta look what sort of crap this guy's been doing.
Who was this?
This was Atlantic, Iowa. Former Atlantic Chamber of Commerce executive director was granted probation after pleading guilty to charges of felony theft.
What did he take COVID money?
34-year-old Bradley Smith turned herself in to the Cass County Sheriff's Office on warrants for criminal conduct, blah, 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 blah. Unauthorized use of credit cards over 10,000. Yeah. Transactions for the city's Chamber of Commerce was almost $27,000. So yeah, small time person still causing big time problems for small time municipalities. All right, Pennsylvania State Police helicopter and small plane collide in midair. I did not have a chance to read this article.
Right in Carlisle. Yeah, the state police were doing a training exercise around Carlisle Airport, right off of 81, and a small Learjet came in and hit him right in the tail rotor. The pilot died on the plane, and the couple troopers were hurt pretty bad. I don't remember how many more died. I think it was just the pilot.
Let me see what if this. 2 troopers injured. Pilot killed, 2 troopers injured. That's all it says. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it's local news for me. Yeah, I heard about that this morning.
I'm just seeing if there's anything about it.
Yeah.
The Cessna plane. Here we go. The Cessna plane, for unknown reason, veered hard to the right at the last moment. It struck the helicopter from the rear.
Yeah, and there were no crosswinds at that airport yet today.
Yeah,
none. Put Kaylin's comment up if you can.
Okay, let me go back here. Okay, we're getting down here. Good. This is it says video. Multiple U.S. Marshals injured after a deck collapses.
I saw that too. It was like they're trying to catch this guy in his house. There was like 18 guys on the deck, like all armed up, ready to break into the house or bust it down. The deck collapsed against the house, like the plate board caved in. Oh yeah, so it went into the house.
Yeah,
and a bunch of them got hurt, not seriously, but they were hurt. And I saw the body cam footage on that. They're screwed. I mean, these cops are screaming like little girls as a deck's collapse. It's like, what did you think was going to happen when you put that many 200+ pound men up there carrying all their gear?
Yeah,
and crammed them into one little spot. Of course, they'll probably try to sue the homeowner for, unsafe deck.
Yeah. All right, Pennsylvania. PAX-1 data center project removed from Pennsylvania permit fast track program under Governor Shapiro's executive order. Yes. Now take all the rest of them off too.
Yeah, you didn't get the newest one where a frat house at Penn State got nailed for drug trafficking, cocaine no less. And the father of one of the boys who was a lawyer tried to cover it up for him. And now he's in jail. Whoops.
Yeah. This is interesting. And this is big governments rattling sabers with each other.
Oh, where the deck collapsed, the guy wasn't even home. They caught him later. He wasn't even in the house.
Okay. All right. So U.S. Air Force plane heading from New Zealand to Antarctic, carrying all the supplies and people before it starts to warm up, so they can get in there and get into their place while the plane can still land and take off. Was forced to turn around Tuesday due to a potentially hazardous space activity warning. Basically, Russia was testing some missiles.
All the way down South America, all the way down in Antarctica. Yep.
Between Antarctic and New Zealand. Yeah. Down there where there's nothing going on. So yeah, and so the plane had to turn around and land. They go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
No, they were doing a practice run for all those Nazi UFOs coming out of the water down in Antarctica.
All right. Okay. This is the next one comes from the Epic Newsroom. Common supplement linked to Alzheimer's progression.
No, shocker.
No, it's different than what I once I read and think, okay, so the this supplement people get for joints, glucosamine.
Yep. Synthetic.
It will not affect most people.
No, but they're making it synthetically. That's the problem. It's not the real.
Yeah. Well, here's the only ones that it affects. And they've taught in the store once you get it, they say, don't throw away your stuff. Unless you are one who already suffers from dementia or suffers from Alzheimer's. If you don't suffer from either one of those, it won't give it to you. But if you have it, it will exacerbate the problem.
Exacerbate?
Yeah. Speed it up.
And how do people that have dementia know they have dementia? Sorry.
But there are some people might think realizing, okay, something's not right. I'm not, they know something's not right and they're thinking, but they don't think, anyways. The last one here, at least I think it's the last one because another email just came in. National Radio Day celebrates radio's impact on the world. And it goes and talks about they have stuff talking about the history of radio. And once it was figured out, and once they were able to communicate, it was suddenly adopted by militaries all around the world and everything. And then AM, FM, and the whole 9 yards and stuff. It talks about how, 41%? What was it more? Hang on, let me look at it, the number here. No, 92% of Americans at least once a week listen to the radio. AM, FM. What's the new satellite ones?
Sirius XM.
Sirius, yeah, XM. All those, they're counting all that as radio. So, yeah,
that's crap, but okay.
Yeah.
I used to think it was funny. Sirius XM radio worked great in the Ford Escape I had for my company driving around.
Yeah.
Until I got in this one road in between two mountains, and it would just lock up. Sort of like it wasn't coming from the satellites; it was coming from a cell tower. But just saying.
Plus shortwave ham radio, all that. Yeah, CBs, family radio service, GMRS, all that. Yeah.
Cell phones back in the day up to 900 megahertz. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not another news item that just popped up here. It was okay. Caitlin commented, "Listening is often combined with." Okay, on that joint compound stuff. So my live stream on Tuesday night got flagged. Well, it is not suitable for all advertisers, blah, 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 blah. And I immediately appealed it, blah, 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 blah. I just now on Thursday, your video is suitable for all advertisers. Of course it is.
What was their reason? They don't give you a reason. They just flag it.
Yeah, you said that the topic wasn't suitable.
What was the topic?
No powder.
Oh, yeah. Bows and arrows and slingshots.
Bows and arrows, slingshot. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my.
Yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and. Okay, there. Let me go ahead and bring up. There we go. I think this is the one. I want to make sure I get this because every now and then it glitches here. Yeah. Okay. So it is. All right, ready for some laughs and giggles?
It's meme time.
Mm-hmm. The Justice Department says you can carry for self-defense purposes in a post office. The postal ban cannot be enforced because, basically courts have knocked part of it out, and the Justice Department says, yeah, you can carry. The federal government is not going to prosecute you. So another win for Second Amendment rights. Notice this property is a farm. Farms have animals. Animals make funny sounds, smell bad, and have sex outdoors. Unless you can tolerate noise, odors, and outdoor sex, don't buy property next to a farm. The first comment on this, I think this was I can't think of his name now. Patty is his wife, Southern Bless Homestead. Matt on his post was, you're talking about animals having outdoor sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Max replied, maybe. All right. Study finds most Americans trust Dr. Pepper over Dr. Fauci. A second study finds that most Americans trust Dr. Seuss over Dr. Pepper. Yes, this one, It was at this moment Dan regretted buying a VW Beetle off of Temu.
Gee, shocker.
Yeah. Yep, that just says it all right there. I'm not even going to go into that. Each year in the United States, 16 people are attacked by sharks, and 6,000 are attacked by goats. We don't need Shark Week. Yeah, Shark Week. We need Goat Week.
Yeah.
Actually, Goat Month for all the videos. Yeah, you can always you can find hundreds and thousands of goat videos attacking kids, adults, kids attacking goats, headbutting goats, headbutting back. Yeah.
You could probably do Bull Week too, because that happens too.
Yeah. When a vegan driving a Prius hits 88 miles an hour. Oh man,
flowers and leaves flying everywhere.
Yeah, I saw that lot, those two, the tire tracks, and I just went absolutely laughing my butt off on that one. Oh, this is a good one too. MASH is owned by Fox. Fox was bought out by Disney. Klinger is now a Disney princess.
Yep.
Now that Disney owned Fox, they could actually do this.
Alien princess.
Yes. And Disney owns Fox. Therefore, Frank-N-Furter is officially a Disney princess.
Oh, God, from Rocky Horror Picture Show? Yes, I remember that.
Oh, man. And there were a couple others that I didn't quite get, because basically after I was trying to think. I knew it was Fox. I said, what person from Fox can now be a Disney princess on a Google search? And I found these three right off, and there were a couple others I didn't even know who they were talking about.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. But these are the three famous, Me waiting for my city to fix the potholes as they install 200 new flock cameras to track me.
That's Pennsylvania.
Probably. Hang on, let me check something here. It's not. There it is. That's something else. Kaylin, I may have already loaded that into the queue. If that was one you sent a couple days ago. House star Hugh Laurie blasted by the left after standing with Sophie Cunningham and her fight to keep men out of women's sports.
Of course.
Yeah, they would never try blasting the Duke because he'd shoot back.
Yeah. Oh, it's Holly Weird.
Yeah. All right. This needs explaining. Someone says, type in yes, explain it. Veganism, trading livestock deaths for wildlife death since 1944. Not ending the harm, just changing who dies. So if you don't know, when they were planting the fields of soybean and turning it under and everything else and all the corn and stuff, they kill everything out there. They spray to kill all the bugs. They spray to get the snakes out of there, the gopher, everything. Whereas with the livestock, they just graze. There are flock cameras investor Peter Thiel shared over 2,400 emails with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, flock cameras are pointed at little kids' playgrounds.
Yeah, they got to take inventory of what they want to procure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Trusting the science of the day. 1890s, heroin cough syrup for the baby. 1900s, mercury on teething gum. 1910s, Crisco which is a banned fat. Basically it's a axle grease.
Yeah, they banned trans fat. Yeah.
Yeah. 1920, radioactive water on prescription. It's supposed to help you kill the bad stuff.
Yeah.
1940s, doctors advertising Camel cigarettes and not just Camels, Pall Mall,
Lucky Strike. Yeah, all the big ones.
Like Winston. Yeah, I remember all those as a kid.
Yep. Thalidomide for morning sickness. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what thalidomide is.
That was the one that turned all the babies that were born were like missing limbs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
The thalidomide babies.
Yeah. The 1970s, margarine on medical advice.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's back that one goes back farther.
Yeah, refabricated axle grease from Crisco. Yeah.
in the 50s, margarine was sold as white. It looked like Crisco.
Yeah, it was to fatten up chickens and to kill them.
And you would mix in the yellow food coloring to do it. My grandmother, before she got divorced from her second husband, Rolly Harper, played a joke on him for a week. Was serving him margarine. Oh, I dropped the thing of the food coloring, so I can't color it at first for the first batch. He ate it, no problem. The next batch, she used it to color the Crisco.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Crisco, uncolored Crisco, and he didn't notice the difference between margarine and Crisco.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. 1990s, OxyContin is non-addictive.
Yeah. That was my wife was watching that series of movies on that one.
Yeah.
That was brutal. Yeah, Vioxx. I remember that.
Hang on. I'm looking at the thing here. I'm just a bit young to remember the Florsham Shoes foot x-ray machine. Yes. Yeah, I remember those. In 2024, there are approximately 450 flock cameras and now over 100,000 in 2 years.
And growing daily.
Yeah. Let's see. The 2000s. Vioxx. Tens of thousands of heart attacks.
I forget what that drug was for something. Yeah.
I like this. Everyone had literature and professional body and a man in a white coat behind it. One that's not listed on there was a man in a white coat saying how good the
Jibby Jab was. Yeah.
No, that we before that, back in in the 80s, the jab for HIV.
Same guy.
Yeah, same guy as was promoting.
Yeah,
there were a bunch of stupid things that idiot's been promoting that have killed millions of people. Yeah. I'd like a burger. Is plant-based okay? Is monopoly money okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it's plant-based. It was made in the meat packing plant right up the street.
It was plant-based in the field. Then it became, Anyways, all right. I apologize for anyone offended by this, but I'm sorry. I thought this was apropos. Yeah. With the world in disarray, I believe now is the time to honor indigenous cultures by sacrificing politicians to a sun god, whether it works or not. I see no downside to the plan.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to give you the highlights of this here. So there were the Gun Owners of America and the National Rifle Association were pushing, and since they cut the tax on the
silencers
for silencers and everything else, and short barrel shotguns and short barreled rifles, the courts have ruled, well, since you're no longer collecting the tax on it, the whole thing is unconstitutional.
Yep. I'm just waiting for them to stop making you wait a year to get one and still have to fill out all kinds of federal forms.
All right, you no longer. I got the thing coming up to discuss on that here in a minute. They're in I find them in different orders. That's why they're not all together here. If society is honest, historically accurate, the only question of any relevance is to gun control debate is: do you trust those in government now and forever in the future not to take your life, liberty, or property through the force of government? If the answer to that question is no, the gun control debate is over. Think about that one. At this point, we are no longer taxpayers. We are fraud victims. We want our money back. Quality Learning Center. Okay. Corky of Wide Family Farm posted this on her Facebook page. She had, within 3 days, she had over 100,000 likes or dislikes on it and comments. And you sure the one goes in there, blah, 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 you're just a whatever, whatever it is. Anyways, then he goes, Trump is from the party that did the KKK, and he listed a bunch of stuff off. I fired back in there. I said, you did not Google that, because if you did, you would realize that it was the Democrat Party that founded the KKK.
No, it's not what I learned in school. Come on, the history books taught me differently. I mean, the new history books taught me different.
I went through and I gave him cited the references and stuff, even some of the laws that were passed. Not a peep from him. And then so
of course not. Dude, they're all trolls. You know that.
Yeah. A couple days later, I fired back on him. What? No comeback? He took his comment down.
Whoops.
Yeah. But there were a lot of people. There was a lot of people firing back. It is not a symbol of Donald Trump. It's the symbol of the
American
Republic.
freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Where did she put that on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone was poking fun at the government sending the Odyssey out to those on the Abraham Lincoln who have been out there for 5 months. Once again, my uncle was on a ship for a year and a half without seeing port in World War II.
But don't worry, CNN went out there and interviewed like 2 disgruntled, P1s that said this is the worst thing ever. Meanwhile, they're whatever.
Everyone else is doing their job. They're recovering aircraft, sending off more sorties, doing everything, and it's just a couple whiny babies.
Yeah,
and their mothers that are screaming back.
That's home. Right. They messaged to their mommy, I can't take it anymore. I've been out here for more than 3 weeks. This is the worst cruise ship ever.
Yeah. Brandon Herrera, also known as the AK guy, who is running for Senate down in Texas. Constitutional carry is now the law in 29 of 50 states, including Texas, as of 2021. Not only has it not given rise to more gun crime, it has worked out just fine in the states that have passed it. Some will try to point this out as radical, but I call it following the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone was saying, you can't do that. I'll buy your guns for more than what they're offering. And yeah, they can.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you are not prepared to use force to defend civilization, then be prepared to accept barbarism. Or, as I would rather put on there,
communism.
Be prepared to accept slavery.
Well, we already do accept that. Every time you click on, I accept your terms of agreement that I didn't read, because if you don't accept it, you can't load that app on your phone. Anyway.
Yeah. Palo Alto High School in California sent kids on a school trip to a mosque without parents' approval. They did not have anytime they do a trip, they have to have a permission slip signed. None of them had a permission slip signed. The school sent them over there. Some of them were made to, get down and pray and everything else. A couple of them didn't. Parents immediately filed a lawsuit against the school district, against the principal, and against the teacher.
Good.
There wasn't a girly there wasn't
any girly man guys who had man buns in their hair back in your uncle's day. Yeah.
Yeah, true. But when I was in high school, we went to a Jewish synagogue. I had to get permission, and then we went. They did not make us do anything there. We were just to observe, and that's
I had to get a permission slip signed so we could go sit in on the local town courthouse when they were doing we sat in the back. We were all told sit quiet, no noise, and they're doing traffic violations and all that other stuff, and giving fines, and we learned a whole lot then about how things work. But anyway.
Yeah, but it's the principal and the teacher thought they were going to circumvent the procedures. All right. So let me get this straight. The DSA candidate in Wisconsin is leading by double digits in all polls. The Democrats start flipping out because it is revealed that she is a communist. Well, if they're
Anyway,
if they're members of the DSA, they are communists. But it's revealed that she is a communist who wants to cancel Thanksgiving. It'll probably cost them the seat. So they pull someone back into the race who had already dropped out, and he magically wins after misplaced thumb drives are found.
Well, look, we found 30,000 more votes mysteriously. They were just Somebody dropped it in the street looking at, and some little kid picked it up and gave it to me. And we realized that, oh, these are the votes that have been missing. Let's plug it in. Oh, look, he won.
Yep.
Yeah. No chain of custody. Nah, we're good.
Yeah. Newsom's California has regulated everything else. So naturally, tires were next. And there was already regulations on tires for the tread depth. All right. But now it's not just tread. I got to get in close so I can read the notepad here. So it's not just tread depth requirements. It's rolling resistance standards.
Oh, Jesus.
Emission impact disclosure, manufacturer reporting, consumer labeling, and government oversight. Yeah.
Whatever.
And more tire companies are just going to stop selling in California. The worst thing we ever did, I agree with this, the worst thing we ever did was to invent the participation trophy, because it falsely taught an entire generation of children that failure doesn't have real world consequences. Yeah, you lose, you lose.
Yeah, do better next time. Practice a little more. Maybe you'll win.
Yeah. Okay, this is a thing on the ghost gun. Yeah. I had this saved before I got the article. And they're talking about, all
Let's
the
say
rules.
you have a foregrip on your Glock. That's dangerous and criminal. Adding
Yeah.
a grip to the pistol doesn't magically make the gun more dangerous or the user more criminally minded. Banning accessories with any other weapon label is an affront to the Second Amendment, and the only dangerous person here is you.
Yes.
That's because
I mean,
the ATF does not have the ability to write laws, but they do.
Yeah. They write rules, not laws.
Yeah,
But
and
the
then
rules have penalties too.
Yeah, a rule
Jail
is not
time.
a mandate. A mandate is when two guys go out together, not something you have to follow. But anyway,
Yeah. All right. My one of my grandsons was in here when he saw this. He goes, "What's that saying?" I had to explain to him. So the Democrats back in 2021 were telling everybody, "You have to take the shot, or we will fire you, starve you, take your children, put you in camps, and leave you to die without medical treatment."
yeah, they did that in Australia.
Yeah. And then he goes, and then I told him in 2026
Nobody
that
forced
they're
you.
saying nobody forced you to take the shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do. All right. I'm saying, do not participate in Deflock America on Halloween. Do not.
and definitely do not bring your cell phone with you. Anyway.
Yeah. So basically, and I've seen this all over Facebook. I've seen YouTube videos on it. Everything. So this Halloween is being called Deflock America Night, and people are planning to do nefarious things while everybody's wearing masks out there and can't be identified. I'm just saying, hey, yeah. Don't, I'm not advocating this. This is not proper.
There goes my idea. I was going to go out as a pipe fitter with my Sawzall.
Yeah, don't go out and break the law. All right, here we go. In 1954, Eisenhower signed the Communist Control Act, outlawing the Communist Party in America. The DSA is the Communist Party in America.
Yeah, they just changed their name a little
different
bit.
name on it.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
Same thing. So yeah, they need to enforce it, and totally, you can't run because you're a member of a, Okay. This is another one, raise your hand if you support Nancy Mason's bill, House bill, to require all members of Congress to only be American-born citizens.
Yeah, well, they need to. I think there's something else that should be added. You can't have dual citizenship, and that would eliminate like 80% of Congress and Senate.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if they're not natural born, that would eliminate.
Yeah, a dozen or two, a couple dozen. But the rest is having dual citizenship to two countries. We won't say which ones.
Yeah.
America and some other one. and who do you swear your allegiance to? They'll never tell you.
Well, they will not do the dual citizenship, but they can do dual citizenship a little bit differently. If they do it, you can't be a dual citizenship to a country that is actively, what's the word? Not fighting, but actively against the United States.
Well, sure, that equates to like
that they might get by first.
Yeah, that equates to about 3 people. But anyway,
no, that equates to a little bit more than that in there. Yeah. Oh, I'm laughing so hard. A friend of mine posted this, and his comment was, "Yes, it is. It's a school bus, Mom. Stop referring to it as the answer to my prayers." And he goes, "It is the answer to the mom's prayers." A society that keeps cures a secret so they can continue to sell medication for huge profit is not a real society, but a huge mental asylum. Yeah. This guy's not shot. He's just drunk. A Muslim on X asked, why can't you drink in Japan? No, why can you drink in Japan, but Muslims can't pray in public? A Japanese national responded, because it's our country. That's why. It's really just that simple. We make the rules, not you. Now get out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dad, I'm considering a career in organized crime. Government or private sector?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. So, talking about the suppressors and stuff. Any state, the states that are green, and actually, so there's two more states that are green now. That you don't need a form for. You don't need form number 4 is needed. Complete the normal 4473 background check form. Any of you have done the concealed weapons permit, it's already done.
Yeah.
So you just walk in and buy it. Instant transfer. So if you have a concealed weapons permit, the background check's already done. So you can just walk in and just buy a suppressor with no tax, no other forms filled out. You can go in and buy it. You also there's
wow, that's it. That's interesting that Maryland is actually green. I'll have to look into that. But Pennsylvania is yellow.
Yellow is
odd. Yeah, I know.
Suppressors are legal, but the state law requires a form 4 for now.
Yeah.
So that's what Pennsylvania is. The tax was removed. Wait times apply. Processing may vary.
Sooner or later, they'll remove the 4473 for the concealed carry. Is that for concealed carry or just to purchase one with a standard background?
This is to purchase a suppressor, a short barrel shotgun, or a short barrel rifle. But they're mainly talking about suppressors, but it applies to all 3.
Yeah, so not a standard long gun and a suppressor.
Right.
Like a long gun, you can put a suppressor on a lot of them.
Yeah.
But you still need to fill out all the other state crap, so they still register you in hell.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, because California passed its own law making all 3 of those illegal. And so the NFA ruling doesn't override state bans. However, that may get flipped here the way the courts are going, saying, sorry, your state bans are unconstitutional.
That's right. They'll put some other kind of tax. They'll just put a different kind of tax on it where it's, 500% sales tax on it to get one.
I heard one judge talking about that. He's waiting for that to happen. He goes, I will overrule that instantly because that is impeding or that is infringing on the.
Aren't they still asking for ID and all this stuff to buy ammunition in California?
Yeah. And you're limited to the amount of ammunition you can buy.
Yeah,
well, that's not a gun. That's going to get overturned too.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that with them.
Yeah.
It's California.
Yeah, that's okay. There's ways around it. I'm not going to talk about it here, but yeah. Democracy and liberty are not the same. Democracy is a little more than mob rule. So in democracy, the majority rules, so it's mob rule.
Yeah, two kids can tell one kid that bicycle's mine.
Yeah. Sovereignty of the individual and the protection of the individual by the Constitution. Oh, I about fell out of my chair on this one.
Yeah.
For an additional $2.95, we will provide a receipt that matches what you told your spouse you paid.
Yeah.
So whatever you put on the credit card, that's what they'll make you a separate receipt for, and then the rest is cash. Okay. And this had, I don't know if they were trying to say holy crap, but
yeah, what else is new?
Yeah, the California Demon Rat Legislature just passed the Stop Nick Shirley Act. The bill will criminalize Nick Shirley from going around and confronting fraudsters while recording them, then posting it online.
And that's not just him, that's anybody doing it.
Yeah, but that will get struck down so fast by federal courts. So someone's going to get arrested. If the judge finds them guilty, it's going to go appeal to the federal courts, and it's going to get boom unconstitutional.
I have a great idea. Let's just start setting up flock cameras in front of all these places.
Yeah, but they're not confronting
private ones.
All right, this was just so funny what they did with it. Billy the Kid looked like the kind of fast food employee who would get your order wrong every single time. And that's the last one there. All right, yeah. The most commonly used, you can't.
Yep.
My mom's most commonly used word when she was frustrated and did something wrong, she'd go, shit.
Yeah.
And then she'd look around to see if any of her grandkids were around. She'd go, good. And then she'd go, again. Oh, yeah. And like Tammy says, don't point green lasers at them either.
Yeah.
It gotta be
red.
No, it's got to be green. I can't remember the specific.
Oh, the spectrum. The spectrum, yeah.
Spectrum nanometers, but they also got to be a certain amount of wattage.
Oh, at flock cameras? Yeah.
Yeah, so don't do that. Dude, don't do that.
I learned that watching Mission Impossible in the 70s.
Yeah.
When they set up their little lasers to aim at the cameras in the hallway to turn them all fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's just a what's going on? Dang it! That doing it too? No, that one's not doing it. This one is. Okay, let me get that back down to where it belongs at here. Come on.
I also learned on Mission Impossible that if the gold is held in a vault that has a floor drain and there's a cave under it, and you go up there and put a high temp heater in there and melt the gold, it'll run down the drain hole. You can turn it back into bars, take it with you, and stack it up in your room and paint it red like brick walls. Yeah, I remember that episode.
All right. So, dang, I forgot to upload this. I got to work on this tonight. Tomorrow night on Camp Patton Family Compound, should I collect rainwater? And how? We're going to talk about different ways of doing that, and why you should, and what you need to do to keep it clean. All right. Saturday here on Gray Man Prepping after AI takes over. What are your plans? Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound, canning myths. things like you can't can white peaches. Yeah, you can. We're going to talk about things that are total myths about that.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of memes you're going to get bombarded with on the Camp Patton Family Compound email here over the weekend, because I got a lot of them left over. I made for Tammy 8 years ago.
Cool. We'll share them just like this.
Oh yeah.
Tactical Tuesday, teaching kids situational awareness using games. And I got to start that with these two bugaboos here. I keep telling them to keep, but we're out here where we're at. It's kind of like, yeah, all right. We don't have to worry about these creepies so much, but
come on, situational awareness to kids. Teach them how to play hide and seek. That's situational awareness right there.
Yeah. Oh, they do that.
How do you can a myth?
The one area out here that weeds were really high in that I hadn't got around to, I had to go in there with the tractor and just scrape them off and do stuff on it. I got rid of Oliver's hiding spot out there. That guy would walk into that weed pile and it was with his brother following him, dropped and stepped to the side. He moved to the side and they're looking up. Oliver, where'd you go? The weeds were so thick there.
Nice.
All right, so that's what's coming up for the next week. So next Thursday will be also at 9:00 Eastern, as will the first Thursday in September. And oh, dang. The second Thursday in September, September 10th, is City Council meeting, and it's my anniversary. Wow. Okay, so we got married in 88. That means it is 38 years.
Nice. I got married in 90. It makes it easier to keep track of.
Yeah. All righty, folks. That's it for tonight. Oh, but just one thing before you guys take off. If you have any food preservation topics you'd like to see us discuss on Monday nights, send me an email. In the bottom of the description of all my videos is the Camp Patton email address, or you can send it to Tammy at Rebel Canners, and she'll forward it to me so I can put it on the schedule here. All right, everyone. Remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you, even if it's the great nuisance from California. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps, water, food, medicine, clothing, and work on your plans for a fall garden to see what else you can grow, or just work on it on a winter indoor garden. All right. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow on Camp Patton Compound. Yes.
And tomorrow morning, bright and early, is the Sofa Survivalist does a video on power stations.
Ooh. That ought to be all right. Sorry, I gotta say, I gotta channel CR. Ooh, that's gonna be shocking.
Yes, very shocking.
All right, everyone, take care.